Alisher Lee is the managing partner of Silk Road Management. Alisher, you've just moved to Myanmar, yeah?
Yes.
So tell us what you're seeing on the ground, because the U.S. sanctions, they haven't been lifted fully yet, but they've been relaxed. Are you seeing a ramp up in investment on the ground?
Definitely. There has been significant interest in Myanmar, and these easing in sanctions clearly are paving the way for acceleration in this interest. And this interest comes from different countries. It's Singapore, Thailand, Korea, Japan, but also multinationals like Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, General Electric. So there is significant interest across different sectors. But one thing we noticed that as we speak, in terms of actual investments on the ground, that hasn't yet happened in many areas. But we believe that in the next 12 months, 24 months, you're going to see multi-billion-dollar investments.
So the pace of development somewhat uneven in these early stages, but we've been hearing a lot about Myanmar for the past, say, 18 to 24 months. Are there bubbles forming in certain areas of the economy?
I don't think so. I mean, there is an area of concern. One area of concern is property, where prices are going through the roof. And there is certainly a limited supply of hotel rooms, for example, which resulted in the hotel rates in Yangon being higher than in places like Thailand or KL or Jakarta.
That's kind of crazy, huh? Wow, interesting. So listen, for outside observers, you think about the potential, investment potential, business potential in Myanmar. A lot of people are still thinking very greenfield, very much on basic things like, it's undersupplied in terms of housing, hotel rooms, etc. Your thinking is you're taking a quantum leap. You're thinking knowledge-intensive industries. Financial professional services, ICT, media, that's going to be the thing to be in. Talk to us about that. How, why?
Absolutely. We have looked at we dissected the GDP of Myanmar and looked at which industries are going to grow faster than the GDP on average. I mean, we're quite bullish that GDP will more than double in the next 5 years. That's a minimum. So that is already a country to be in. But if you look at the industries which will outperform, these other industries end up being these...
It's not resources, not construction?
They are, but then in terms of the absolute numbers, yes. But then in terms of percentages, these knowledge-intensive industries such as media, professional services, financial services, they're going to grow much faster.
Alisher, how do you manage that kind of growth without an independent monetary policy? Because most of the transactions in Myanmar right now, they're cash, they're under the table.
No, well, that's an opportunity. I mean, if you look at the financial services industry, for example, it only represents 0.5% of GDP, which is the lowest rate, even by some of these frontier market standards. And we believe in the next 5 years, financial services sector will grow from 0.5% of GDP to 5%. So that it's going to grow 10 times. So therefore, we believe this is the space to be, and that's our recently launched fund.
How's Myanmar going to support that, though? Because I mean, when you take a look at the stats, young population, 2/3 under 35. I like that. 60 million people as well. They've got a lot going for it. But I mean, when you want to make the leap from building bricks and mortar and digging stuff out of the ground to financial services and professional services, I mean, you need a workforce that is educated, that's bilingual, that's tech savvy as well. Is that the case?
Well, no, that's not the case. Yeah. But then when people, companies like GE or Coca-Cola or Shell and Total, I mean, these multinationals are eager to move in. And once they will move in, they're going to spend billions of dollars on their investments. Okay. And then they will need trained people. So then education is important. It's important to focus on these professional services. And so that's the area where we believe we can play a significant role.
Interesting stuff. Listen, Alisher, great to talk to you.
Thank you.
All right, come back, see you soon. Alisher Ali there, CEO, Silk Road Management, around the desk with us here at the SGX.